welcome back to No More Heroes. We defeated our first boss, so that means it's time to drive around the empty overworld and do some minigames.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Everyone's favorite part of the game.
Something I did not miss.
Wow,
do you
you got
need- do you
a
need
lot
some
of blood.
Do you need some coagulant, dude?
It's partly one of those things that's intentionally tedious for symbolic reasons, but there's a fine line that you need to walk when you do that kind of thing. And one of the things is making them tedious without making them mechanically unfun. And, Suda didn't really succeed at that.
So why is this part of the game supposed to be? Because I still haven't played it. Why is that part of the game supposed to be tedious?
Because
is
it's,
it because you're
it's
not
real
doing
life.
the part
You're
that?
going around doing jobs. That's the part of life that's tedious. The big levels
Okay.
are your video game gameplay sessions.
It's also a thing of a lot of games. Remember, this came out in 2007.
2007, 2008,
Yeah,
around that time.
And so a lot of late GameCube, PS2, Xbox games were kind of just throwing a lot of stuff at you to try and be bigger games than they really were.
Yeah.
Everyone wanted to be a GTA
Yeah,
clone.
that was-
which
Because that was
meant
the
a
big
lot
thing.
of just tedious mini crap going on that people just kind of didn't like.
Yeah, and No More Heroes, to its credit, tried to use that for narrative purpose. But, again, mechanically unfun. You can make it play a little bit smoother, and people would put up with it. More than likely.
Yeah, and that's another thing where I think No More Heroes 2 just does it better because the mini game jobs are 8-bit kind of
Yeah,
like WarioWare
ironically,
micro game things.
Ironically, the part of the game that is supposed to be your time away from video games is symbolized by a video game. How about that?
Which I think works better with the themes of No More Heroes, where in this one, it's kind of like a herder commentary on are you just doing menial tasks, but at the end of the day, you're doing menial tasks. So
I feel like that's a hard thing, especially in video games, that video game satire has problem with is that at some point there's a difference between satirizing something and then just doing the thing that you're making fun of.
Just
Well,
being self-aware.
When it comes to like having your video gamey combat levels and then having your real world tedious job doing stuff, the Persona series does it really well. I mean, it's actually pretty fun to explore the town areas, talk to people, do your social links, and do part-time jobs and whatever. But that's because the game doesn't waste your time on it. You go, you spend a time slot doing something, you get a little scene that shows you what you did and tells you what the result is. Sometimes you get some dialogue and some dialogue choices. It works. I like it. It doesn't take half as long as this stuff.
there's a space between 10 and 11. Game theory. Is there a secret 11th assassin?
Secret of 10.5 assassin.
Yeah, the 10.5
That's
assassin.
not a space. That's just a dotted line. It's supposed to tell you that's where the
No.
top 10 list.
That's a secret assassin they don't tell you about. Come on, we gotta data mine this CD together. No one said it.
It's Freddy Fazbear.
It's Freddy. Not my first guess.
or Ness from Undertale.
I mean, I'm surprised there isn't an Undertale shirt in Travis Strikes Again because that's full of indie characters.
So I don't know much about Toby Fox, but I know that he's very protective. So
That's true.
W Fox is Undertale, right?
Yeah, Toby Fox
Yes.
did Undertale
Yeah.
and Deltarune and
Well,
whatever.
as I
You took that into
as I
it. Yeah, Toby
remember,
Fox is Undertale.
There was some pretty bad unofficial merchandise stuff going on with Homestuck that that gave them cause to be protective of stuff after the fact.
Oh God, I can't believe I don't know much about Homestuck, but the fact that I know as much as I do makes me sad. I know that Homestuck is like half fan work anyway, so it's kind of a weird fine line between, what can actually be considered canon and what can't, And I think once you start charging for other people's work, then that's
It gets
not
weird,
cool.
yeah.
Did he just say Moe, like, randomly?
Yes.
Yeah, he
Oh, God,
does.
what a fucking weeb.
There's actually
is a fucking
one
weeb.
of the actually funny jokes in No More Heroes 2 is that Shinobu uses that line and then says, "What does Moe even mean anyway?"
Yeah,
She just says it for the sake of saying
Yeah,
it.
she just says it because Travis says it. Kitty.
Oh.
Oh, you could pet the cat. Okay, best game ever. Is 10 out of 10.
Was the Wii version of his room quite as dense with like figures and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
You probably just can see it a little bit more clearly because
Yeah,
you know,
it's
the
like
four by
you
resolution.
can tell this guy's hit the merch floor at convention because that's
Where does he get the money? If
and
this guy,
nothing else.
this guy mows lawns for a living, though. How can he afford that much crap?
He lives in a motel.
Yeah, but considering rent prices. Oh wait, no, this was made before the financial crisis. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
All right, then he would have extra. He would have extra money to spend on that kind of bullshit.
Also, Japan kind of has a slightly off idea of what those prices are like. What exactly?
Well, Travis, you just couldn't walk to the car. Huh?
Well, I was trying to leave.
It's like one
There are
of
quests, and then there are Japanese quests. Which is ironic because it takes place in California.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about Travis like eternally creeping on Sylvia here.
Yeah, he's a poonhound.
He's only doing this to get in her pants.
Probably the biggest storytelling sin of No More Heroes 2 was that it finally happens.
Like, because this kind of person shouldn't be like the
Allowed
kind
to
of.
procreate.
Well, not only that, but the person who would murder somebody for sex is also like not somebody who should be ever having it. You know. Which is also, again, a commentary on a lot of video games where, you know, they're only doing it for to get.
I have
sex
to
with
save my
women.
girlfriend.
Yeah, that old storytelling trope. It's like, how many games have you used that?
All of them.
Oh,
Not all. No, not all of them, but
Well, for that specifically, countless. But in Travis's case, it's not so much I want a girlfriend. It's like I want to fuck.
yeah, yeah.
He's thinking entirely with his dick like 90% of this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah, that's kind of like, you know, in No More Heroes 2 when I'm joking when I say it's a storytelling sin that it finally happens, but that it does happen kind of undercuts the way this game ended. In fact, a lot of things
'Cause-
about No More Heroes 2 undercut the way this game ended.
because she's married to his brother or something, right?
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
That-
She's going out. Well, not married, but I think going out with his brother.
No,
Henry.
she's married to him.
She's married to him? Okay.
That, needless to say, that doesn't last very long after this game.
No, it doesn't. Because she's a bitch.
She's playing.
Like,
she's
she's
playing
only-
everyone.
Yeah, she's playing everyone. She's only in it for the money, and that's kind of like the thing that they run with her for Desperate Struggle specifically. In fact, she might be the Desperate Struggle if you think about it, because she gets humbled hard in the second game. But I also feel that wasn't the focus of that game, because they don't really spend that much time on it.
Yeah, it's kind of like Desperate Struggle had themes in mind, but underplayed them.
Yes.
And then Travis Strikes Again just shrugs and pretends it doesn't happen at all.
I thought that was supposed to be like a mid-quill, though.
It's
or
between
something.
2 and 3, and yeah, basically.
Oh, I thought it was supposed to be 1 and 2. Okay.
No, it's
My
between
bad.
2 and 3.
You were at your most emotionally unstable. Now we
Travis
shall
Strikes
fuck.
Again takes like the hero status that Travis has in the second game and turns it negative. He goes and basically becomes a trailer hermit in the forest or something, and yeah.
And he basically stops caring about what happened in 2 at all at that point. Because he gets a replacement bishop. Which is weird, but the fact that they call out to it is kind of funny.
I'm actually curious to see what the whole world looks like on PS3, because in the Wii it was, oh my god.
I've noticed. Is
it
it
has
running
better-
choppy or is it not just me?
It's running choppy.
Okay.
Yeah,
It has better draw distance, but it runs terribly.
yeah, and it does look like there's more here.
Yeah, it's a bit denser.
At the very
but
least.
that doesn't say
Yeah.
that there's nothing to
Man.
do here.
This was so barren on the Wii.
Yeah.
It's
I
not even
forgot
funny.
how much I hated this fucking bike. It's so stiff. I mean, it looks cool,
Yeah.
but
Also, the map being overlaid on the screen is like, can we not?
I have no idea where to go otherwise.
I mean, the game does at least have a mini map, so it's
The
better
problem
for
is
that,
the icon
but-
doesn't point you which direction to go. It's only when you're near the icon does it tell you this is the job center. If it at least had like a GTA pointer in some way, that'd be nice.
And I don't remember if this game does.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. Okay.
So you have to look at the map, which is annoying.
well, here we are, the job center.
Oh yeah, the guy with the hilariously thick Japanese
Man,
accent.
I wish that I could get a job this easily.
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe it is, and nobody just wants to get up from their chairs.
to be fair, this is effectively just a cheapo temp agency.
Yeah, but even that isn't. You can't just walk up and get a job anymore. Like you're put
That's
on
true.
like a waiting list or something if you get something at all.
Yeah. Yeah. But, you know, keep blaming the millennials. It actually feels good to have a steady job again so that I can talk about this stuff without people eyeballing me like, what are you talking about? You don't have a job. You lazy. I'm making $17 an hour, bitch. Go away.
You do commentaries on YouTube. What the fuck are you talking about? You know it's a side thing, right?
Everyone has a side hustle.
Yeah. Yeah. Making commentaries is quite the hustle.
What do you think is the gas mileage on this car?
Terrible.
You
How
could
many-
knock
how
down the
much-
trees. Oh man, this is the most powerful bike in existence.
Okay.
As we all know, video game trees are the most powerful beings in the universe. So the fact that we can destroy them makes us like the most powerful being in all of video games.
Okay, here's the thing. There is actually a reason to go for a motorcycle instead of a car, and that's fuel efficiency. But I think this particular kind of motorcycle kind of cancels that out.
Yes, it does.
It's being claimed, so yes.
And it's got a really small motorcycle-sized gas tank. How about that?
Tree puncher.
Oh man, I love Kingdom Hearts. I don't know why he has to carry the cookie. It's only one. Like I get it if you're holding 3 or 4 at once, but come on. Also, you have a lightsaber. Just cut the tree down. No one's gonna miss it.
Well, the person who
We
wants...
just knocked down 6, you know.
But they grew back the second we started the mission.
Yeah, I know. That's why. So what's stopping you? Just cutting them down. They gotta grow back. Come on, get meta.
I mean, that would be funny, but
I just noticed this game has 2 melodies. Holy shit.
Oh, the soundtrack is actually pretty good. Like, I love the job theme that's playing now, and the No More Heroes theme especially. It gets like 5 or 6 different remixes in this game specifically.
yeah.
And it's a really cool theme.
I mean, I've had it in my ringtone for years and years.
Yeah,
have to mash
and
the
you haven't
X
looked back
button to
since.
I was tempted to change it though after it went off when Suda was like 5 feet from us in the Momocon waiting room.
Oh, wait, hold on. You're tempted to change it to something else so that you don't look too much like a fanboy
A little
or something
bit,
like
yeah.
that? Oh, no, it's like own that shit, dude.
I suppose.
Did he react?
Not that I could tell. Because he had his back towards us. He was looking over the convention
Hi,
floor.
Suda.
Hi, Suda.
Hey, Suda. I like your game.
I mean, I do have 1 and 2 signed by Suda.
My favorite No More Heroes is Killer 7.
I mean, they do take place in the same universe.
Yeah, they do. Are you talking about, was it the ending of 1 or 2?
No,
I don't know which one it
in
was.
Travis Strikes Again, in a patch, they added a new intro to it. The person who sends Badman to Travis in the first place is the main character from Killer 7.
Really? And there's also the
I thought
ending
there
of
were
this one. I just
7
remembered
main
that.
characters to Killer 7.
It's complicated.
Well, remember the bonus the ending of this game when that assassin ambushes Travis in the bathroom.
Yes,
I
that
think
too.
is a character based off of a Killer 7 character.
Yes. But no, it's just straight up connected now.
Just connected now. Okay.
Which will be
So
interesting.
we're getting a Suda 51 cinematic universe.
I mean, it'd be fun if like one of the bosses in No More Heroes 3 was him from Killer 7.
There was an idea to bring together a group of really fucked up people.
Also led by Samuel L. Jackson. But it's his...
Avengers, Moe.
Well, no, it's not Nick Fury. It's, crap, what's the guy's name from Pulp Fiction that Samuel L. Jackson plays?
Jules.
Jules, yeah, it's Jules.
Yeah. with the Jerry curl and everything.
Yeah. It's like, it is my dream to get a whole bunch of fucked up shit people together and kill some motherfuckers.
Can you make it with the last coconut?
Nope.
Nope.
No. Come on,
Money's
got another coconut right here. Take it.
$24,000 in order to gather coconuts for 10 minutes?
We're clearly in the wrong business, folks.
All right.
Okay, you know, even if you were to count that as yen, that's 240 goddamn dollars.
Yeah. So the C and BSC now stands for coconuts.
I mean, inflation must have gone crazy in this universe.
Well, I mean, it's not dollars, it's LBs, whatever that is.
Well, as far as we're aware, it's cash.
Yep.
So do you need to pay in order to do the assassination mission?
No.
No? Okay, so then why do you have to do... What do you get for the money, then?
What do you mean?
No, you do have to pay. You do have to pay to unlock the mission.
Okay.
You have to. There is an entry fee that you have to submit to an ATM to unlock the.
Oh, no, I think he's talking about these. Oh, Ted, do you mean...
Oh, no, I'm talking
these
about the
or-
main story missions.
Oh, no,
do you
yeah,
have to do
those
you have
costs.
to do the jobs in order to get to the main story missions? Okay.
You have to earn enough money to get to the main missions, yes.
Okay.
You
Yes.
see,
I thought you were talking about these.
they're still
What
calling
are
it-
these?
They're still calling it pizza butt.
Yeah.
Little did we know this actually ties into the second game because they right around this.
Yeah, they call it pizza bat in the second game, though.
Because Pizza Hut was getting kind of pissy at them. For making the obvious joke that every kindergartner has made.
Pizza the Hut.
But, you know, gather money to unlock next mission can be a really cool way to do an open world kind of game, because basically what it does is it tells you do so many side quests and you can progress. So in a game like, I think that was the setup for Baldur's Gate 2, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Baldur's Gate 2 did that. And Dragon Age 2 kind of cribbed it later. But
Ow.
If you don't do it right, though, it's easy to make the game a grind.
yeah,
Like this.
the
Yeah.
key to it is that the stuff you're doing along the way has to be rewarding on its own. The option to gather a certain amount of money and then progress is just there to incentivize you looking around to find things to do. Man, it's a good thing that we don't have to actually pay for fuel for this thing like you do.
It's a good thing I'm indestructible.
Like you do in.
I'm wondering, like, how did he get? Because the bike was made for him with from what was her name again?
I forget her name, but yeah, the same.
I think it was Naomi or
Naomi,
some
who
shit.
she made her lightsaber
Yeah.
and your giant robot.
Apparently, he's still paying it off. I'm like wondering, how did he even get the commission for it? Like, does he do side jobs for her, or
Probably.
act as an experiment to test shit out? I don't know. I don't think they really ever go into that, and I think it'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah, this is a weird mission because this is one of those you just have to destroy the target. You don't have to fight these guys at all. They just kind of get in your way.
But why would
But
you
you get
ever
money
not
for doing
when you
it,
get
right?
money for doing so?
Exactly.
This is
There's
kind
a better one of these are the easiest way to make money in the game because you can just complete them very, very quickly and get your assassination fee.
I'm sorry. How soon is it before you can upgrade the Tsubaki?
After a few missions, they trickle
Yeah.
a lot of the upgrade system stuff
Ah.
over
Yeah,
time.
and there's also the other dude that I think the coach or
Dragon
the gym
View,
trainer. Yeah, he can
I don't.
he teaches you different techniques.
I really hate it when melee games have enemies with guns, because like they shoot you from off screen and stagger you and slow you down.
But it's a good thing I'm indestructible.
I don't like it in No More Heroes. I don't like it in Arkham Asylum. I don't fucking like it in Yakuza. Although in Yakuza it's unintentionally funny because you block the guns by like holding up your arms.
I feel as long as the game has sufficient countermeasures, I don't mind it too much.
And I mean, there's not much else unless they gave all the other enemies lightsabers, which I mean,
They
I
do.
suppose that would be cool.
Although in Yakuza there is the equalizer that the guns themselves are weapons that you can use. So, I mean, I don't like using weapons too much in Yakuza because the hand-to-hand combat is so much more fun. But you can bust out a gun if you want.